Hello nerds, I'm back and today we're gonna look at the family tree of the King of Wakanda, T'Challa, the Black Panther, and also the family tree of Storm, as they are interconnected. We could say that the family of a king is all his people, the population of Wakanda, right? Right? But for this video, we're gonna see the blood family, his cousins, grandparents, siblings, children, wife, grandchildren, and descendants. Well, what you need to know is that the first Black Panther and King of Wakanda existed a very, very long time ago, 1,000,000 years before Christ, according to the comics. At that time, there was only one tribe called the Panther tribe, who worshipped the Panther god. One of the tribe's members discovered that the mountain they lived on was actually a gigantic vibranium meteor. He unlocked the secrets of vibranium and then assumed the position of leader of this tribe and Black Panther, becoming the first of all. It's worth mentioning that this first Black Panther lifted Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, even before Thor was born. The guy was tough. Even Odin, the Allfather, invited him to his group of Avengers, which included the Phoenix, Ghost Rider, the first Iron Fist, Agamotto, the first Sorcerer Supreme of Earth, and so on. That first Black Panther didn't leave much information. After he joined the Avengers of the Stone Age and together they defeated a Celestial, he disappeared. We don't know what happened, but his legacy continued. He had descendants, and so other Black Panthers came to be. The second was Bashenga, who was also a leader of the Panther tribe. He closed off the Vibranium Mound, surrounded everything, and began building the city of Wakanda. He also became a protector of this city as the second Black Panther. Several hundred years passed until the arrival of Azuri the Wise, also a descendant of the first Black Panther and the grandfather of T'Challa, who is the current Black Panther. Azuri was the Black Panther during World War II and even fought alongside Captain America. Azuri had T'Chaka as a son, who is the father of T'Challa that most of you know, and also Sion, who is T'Challa's uncle. Since T'Chaka was the first son, he assumed the throne of Wakanda and was a very good and important king for the country. After all, he further boosted Wakanda's technology to become what it is today. However, after some time in the comics, T'Chaka had 3 children with 3 different wives. Actually 4 children, because he later adopted one more. His first wife, Niamey, gave birth to T'Challa, the current Black Panther. And the second wife, Ramonda, gave birth to Shuri, that young woman who has the brightest mind in the MCU so far. The third wife, named Matina, also had a romance with T'Chaka, and thus Jakara was born. You know T'Challa, the Black Panther, very well, so I don't need to say much about him. Shuri too, she's brilliant with technology. Jakara, the third son, had a strong desire for the throne of Wakanda and challenged T'Challa, but it didn't work out well for him. Later, he was fused with vibranium and turned into a giant, super strong, and resilient monster. The fourth son of T'Chaka, who was actually adopted, is White Wolf, also known as Hunter. He was adopted when his parents died in a plane crash near Wakanda. The King of Wakanda saw him and adopted him. Later, White Wolf became the leader of Wakanda's secret police. After their father, T'Chaka, died, T'Chaka's brother, Sion, rightfully took the throne and became the new Black Panther. He was a good and fair king, although he had no intentions of becoming the king. Sion also had a son, T'Shan, who is T'Challa and Shuri's cousin. After a while, T'Challa had grown up and decided to challenge Shuri-Yan to a duel to become the next Black Panther. He won, thus assuming the mantle of the Panther. Following T'Challa's lineage in the comics, he married Storm from the X-Men, also known as Ororo. In an alternate universe, they had a son named Azari T'Challa. Azari was raised and trained by Tony Stark and became part of the New Avengers alongside other children of heroes. Continuing with this romance between the Black Panther and Storm, they had other children in different realities, showing that their love transcends the multiverses. In Earth 1119, they had T'Chaka II, but there isn't much information about him or his powers, whether he inherited the Black Panther's abilities, Storm's powers, or a combination like Azari. In the same reality, they also had Shuri, who is T'Chaka II's sister, but similarly, details about her are sparse. In Earth 13729, there's Chimera, who is Storm's daughter with no official father, though believed to be the Black Panther due to her super senses, heightened sense of smell like the Black Panther, empathy with animals, and her ability to somewhat control them. This is further supported by her giant Black Panther companion. They also had another daughter, Sky Panther, who shares some traits with her parents, but details about her are limited. She appeared in Avengers Academy number 12 and belongs to Earth 11511. Storm also had other children in different realities without the Black Panther. This includes Major X, who's the son of Nathan Summers, Cable, and Storm. There's also Kendall Logan from Earth 9811, who's the daughter of Wolverine and Storm. Speaking of Storm, she also had a famous nephew you might know, Spike from the X-Men, who has the ability to project bone spikes from his body. Returning to Black Panther, he also had other children besides Storm. For instance, T'Chaka II from Earth 982, who is Black Panther's son but whose mother is unknown. What's unique about this son of Black Panther is that he doesn't use armor but transforms into a giant humanoid panther creature. Another daughter is T'Chana from the Marvel Zombies alternate universe. She had a son named Kashamba, who is Black Panther's grandson. Kashamba later becomes the Black Panther of the year 2099 and the King of Wakanda. It's also worth noting Eric Killmonger, who became Black Panther in the movies and is T'Challa's cousin, although in the comics their relationship is more distant, not explicitly defined. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it was adapted that T'Chaka, T'Challa's father, had another brother named N'Jobu, who was Killmonger's father as well. This familiar relationship was central to the storyline involving Killmonger's quest for the throne of Wakanda. But I can't keep talking about each of these descendants, otherwise the video would be hours long, and I'd certainly end up missing some details. There are also the Dora Milaje, who are Wakanda's greatest warriors such as Okoye, Nakia, and others. But we've reached the end of today's video. These were the main children of Wakanda that I could gather here today. If you want to know more about any comic book character, MCU, DC, or any other, leave a comment below. Also, let me know if you were already familiar with all of these, or if I missed any. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button to support me and keep following everything on what's going to be the biggest nerd channel on YouTube.